I want to go tear off the door on the Shield of Yaren.
Setari, wait up!
Oh, never mind.
What?
I was right.
Step out.
Hear a very loud and almost angry sounding just howl in the distance.
Yep.
She's like screaming in frustration.
I step out. I go wolf form, and I give her a very sorrowful howl back.
Kuroku rejoins the party. He's been gone for about 10 minutes now.
We will be returning to Rayholt or wherever we're going on foot.
Why?
The waypoints won't work for us for a little while.
I just look at you like I want you to continue.
Okay, without going into a ridiculous amount of detail, Amedos wants us. Well, let me rephrase. Amedos is retiring, and he is taking the waypoints with him to slow us down, I believe.
Wait, did he leave already?
Yes, he is gone. He's gone. But he's going to his estate, so we know where he will be.
I'll message him later then.
Now, speaking of message.
Hey, Kuroku.
Yes.
When we get some time, is there something that you can do to maybe get some of these memories that I've lost and maybe figure out why I have a symbol of Lamashtu carved into my chest?
Actually, that was on my list of things to figure out too.
Yeah.
We should. I'm sure there is some magic between Ko and I that can.
You may actually need someone more religious teachings.
I suspect that someone with a religious inclination would help you more than us.
Very well. Probably find that in Rayholt.
However,
If you remember, most of Rayholt's residential district was burned down, and y'all fought giant burning cyclopses there. And there's a plague going through it.
However, I'm going to finish smoking this spreef and wait for our visitor to arrive.
This what?
Spreef.
What is that?
Oh, you know, a
From what
spreef.
he's holding, I assume a cigarette.
Weird.
It's a Rickle Spreef. And what visitor are you waiting to arrive?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Still have most of my stuff.
You have, as far as I know, Kuroku has no knowledge of anyone approaching or arriving.
I knew about that because it was brought up in conversation later. Because she said that yes, I was on my way there, but by the time I got there, y'all were gone.
So y'all just hang out because she never told you how long. So you
No.
hang out there for an indeterminate amount of time.
Kuroku says that he's waiting for a guest to arrive. I don't know if the rest of the party knows what he's talking about.
Yeah,
They don't. They're asking you.
Wasn't there a woolly rhino the last time?
Bessie and Tiberius.
And,
Dalton,
yeah.
Annabelle.
Those people died though, so now they are alive. Though they're not coming because
Strange that they didn't even show up.
Mason brought them
Mason
last
brought
time.
some.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did.
She slowly walks
Does that
back.
mean they're trapped with Mason now?
No, they
Should be
Weren't
wherever
they-
they were.
weren't they friends of yours up north.
Yeah.
So last we saw Annabelle and Dalton, they were in Greywater. And Bessie and Tiberius should still be up in the Devfrost.
No, but Setari, a friend of yours, was on her way to help us fight Oleg, but was too late. So I suspect if we wait here, she will arrive.
If you're talking about who I think you are, she was being taken back inside her pack on Rayholt, which is a month away. That is where we left her, not... days ago. It would seem to her. She couldn't be here by now. It's too far away.
Then we might divert her to another path. I will prepare. Well, Ko could actually cast sending much quicker than I can prepare a dream message.
And take 10 minutes.
That's much better than 8 hours.
Are you sure you're alright with Echo?
Yeah, I could spare this spell.
Do you have it prepared?
Thank you.
No, I need to take 10 minutes to get it.
Well
Okay.
then, wherever we are heading, we
I
are
don't need
on our
banishment
way.
anymore. If we're spending 10 minutes to sit here, I'll go ahead.
I mean, as far as I see it, the only real thing we have to deal with is this Lich, and it didn't really do a whole lot for 50 years, so...
I point towards the waypoint and say, "Oh, there's also the plague that was ravaging the city."
Oh, yeah.
I need to go back under the city and go kill
Actually,
that
it was
Zancuthon.
I'm gonna be very honest, I'm pretty ill-equipped to fight a plague.
I think we all are, but
No, I have Fireball.
maybe we should make a list of everything that we can think that we need to do.
I have a list already.
The player has a list. I don't think Setari would already have a list, but yeah.
My player has a
Go
list.
has
but-
a list.
Okay.
So we discuss it now. What should we do? What are our priorities? I think I know my number one priority. I think we should all pick one thing and state it, and then those would be our priorities. And whoever matches up, that's the top of the list.
Alright, I'll go first. I need to go back and kill that Zancuthon cult.
Karth?
Find out why Lamashtu has taken such an interest in me.
Understandable. Setari?
Anka.
Ikrie?
Yeah, on Cal for me, honestly.
Wow, no one matched up with me. I'm very disappointed.
And yours was.
I want to go tear off the door on the Shield of Yaren.
I changed mine to that.
Yeah, I want to change mine to that.
That's on the way to do mine, so.
But for seriousness, on Cal is at the top of my list as well. I do have one other thing I really want to do, but it requires me to break into the Royal Palace.
I'm talking about
I
the
would
gem.
like to hear more. Not that I want to stop you, I'm just curious.
I just need to get access to a key and hide it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that.
That's also on my list.
Oh, that guy.
It's Anka and finding one person very important to me. That's about...
Karth gets
Yep.
crushed by the cart.
See, my priorities are on Cal, and then we can... Honestly, I'd like it if we all just went on a trip visiting, you know, our homelands, I guess. I mean,
That'd be nice.
I don't need to go back to mine, but I do plan
I-
on sending it, so.
I imagine that my father hasn't gone completely, you know, insane yet.
I believe we should visit your father first, because if anyone can... I don't believe you can fight the plague, but your father might be able to if he has enough resources to assist.
Ooh,
Yaren?
Could be a good political move for him, too.
Last we
So-
heard, the Druids were the ones, at least at this time, that were helping the most to create an anti-plague.
Well, you are more druid now than ever before, so...
I can prepare many remove disease to aid who we can, yes.
Well, then we have a start. So we need to begin making our way to the Lich and rid ourselves of him first, and begin working towards anything else we might need to do. Maybe we should set up a map and see if there's anything on the way.
Alright, Setari will pull
Yep.
out her sketch here.
I mean, I know it's. a
Setari
lot
shows
lower on the
everybody
list,
Potato Lane.
Yep.
But
She
I
is.
seriously need to go kill that Zancuthon cult.
Where are they at?
In the
Underneath
sewers
Greyholt.
of Greyholt.
Yeah.
They were around for 50 years just like Anka. They will be...
So, do all of you begin heading down the road towards Goodman?
We can start heading that way. We're all riding on the back of the cart talking. If we need to turn around, we can.
So does that first start heading us towards Stonebell?
Yes, it first heads you towards Stonebell.
Whoa! Ko's pulling the cart.
Yeah.
If anyone, it would be Setari, but okay, sure.
He's in ooze form, just.
Yep.
This is cool.
Yeah, I kind of like this.
I don't think bandits would attack us if they just saw a giant black ooze pulling the cart.
So wait, Ko's pulling the cart?
Matt, you've been waiting to whip this map out, haven't you?
I want
Maybe.
because I redirect to Stan Kuthan.
So, who do we know that's still alive? Or
Well, that is
still alive is
already alive, you mean?
who is yet born or alive?
God, I hope it's not Laren.
Laren was unknown. He is most certainly still alive.
He's probably around.
He's just younger.
Oh, hey, my son's alive.
Your son is
Might
probably
not be born.
still in the womb.
He's probably in the oven baking, yes.
Speaking of in the
Yes.
oven, Ko, don't you have someone?
Yeah. I need to deal with that.
Hey, Karth,
Once we
this
get
would
to a port city, I can take
This-
care of it.
this would be an opportunity to unite with the mother.
That is true, yeah. Marigold was her name.
And you'll be around. Hey, you'll be
Hey, you can
around for
actually
your
be
son.
there.
You can be there for your son as he gets older this time.
You'll get to see your son be born and die,
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be fun.
but just in reverse order.
Yeah, just the opposite order.
Well,
Oh, actually, since I do have that sending spell, I can do a few sendings. I'm gonna go ahead and sending Setari. Where do you want her to meet you?
Huh? What? Oh,
Send her to.
uh,
Send her to. Send her to.
Okay, we
I
do
would
not
recommend-
send her to Goodman.
Why not?
Y'all are like a week
You
and a half.
remember that place.
Y'all are like a week and a half from Stonebell. Stonebell is months from Goodman. Y'all are traveling on the road for a very long time.
So, the beacon? Would that be along the route? Looking at
Just
this?
tell her that we
You-
went
you
this
could-
direction
you could
from
come by the
Pineville, and she
beacon,
can
yes.
find us if she wants to.
I mean,
Setari's just excited to go back to the beacon,
oh, why?
which I don't think I still have that map.
Oh. Oh, good thing we didn't actually want to get that key then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Ko, who are you messaging first?
I'll go ahead and message Zoe. Let her know where we're at, where we're heading.
No target
Well,
found.
as you begin casting the spell, you all hear from behind you, Setari, wait up!
Oh, never mind. I
What?
I was right.
Wait!
I'm sorry, he keeps moving!
I can't.
We can't stop!
I'm walking backwards, Setari.
Ah.
Bye!
Alright, I got another message to send.
Oh, alright.
25 words.
He runs and jumps on the wagon, landing in your arms, Setari, and begins kissing you.
And I hug her as tight as I ever have.
And you kiss her back.
I
Oh, yeah.
stare directly at Ko, waiting for his reaction to the situation.
Yes, I am.
He's still pulling the cart. He's not paying attention.
How are you pulling the? What are you?
You're not.
I'm
He's
pulling the
right-
cart now.
Are you standing in
Ko
the
is
middle of the
riding-
Phantom Steed?
He's busy.
No,
in
Ko is
the-
riding the Phantom Steed. How's that?
Okay, that
You,
works.
you can't. It literally can't.
I'm saying he can.
Oh,
I'm on the front of the cart right here. On this
No.
thing.
you're driving.
Yeah, there you go.
And I am, well, in between kisses, I am studying her face like I haven't seen it in so long, because it's different than I remember. I'm assuming.
I was worried I wouldn't make it in time. Have you already fought Oleg?
Yes, he will no longer be a threat to anyone.
Wait, Setari, what happened to you? Your eyes, your face, your hair. It's so different.
Oh dear. It is.
Why do you smell like Kobold?
Oh, it's a long
She actually-
story.
that was in character. She said that.
Why do you smell like kobold? Oh, because I ate some. No big deal.
No, she had. Oh yeah, she did. Hold on.
You did.
Well, it's a very long story. Well, I suppose we have time to tell it. It's been a long time since I've seen you, so you might not think it.
Oh, I know. Every day without you felt like an eternity. I'm so glad I'm back in your arms.
Believe me, it did. For the last year.
What?
Yeah, yes. Much has happened by moonlight. Much has happened.
She scratches behind your ears.
Just give a little purr. And I reach into my bag and I pull out an entire book that I hadn't written last she saw me. Full of 88 pages.
I have something for you too.
Oh?
I was really worried about that I'd never see you again. I started thinking, what if you didn't make it through the fight with Oleg? But you did. You are the hero that I always knew you were. She pulls out a gold ring and looks up at you and goes, will you?
Yeah.
Ikrie and Kuroku are just daggers staring at Ko, waiting for a reaction.
Yes.
He is looking into his book.
Oh, you were okay. So you were purposely
No, not. Kuroku is like very quietly leaning over and tapping on your shoulder, then sitting down really quick so you don't realize.
He doesn't look back.
Then he's kicking you with his foot.
If you're sure, yes.
We need no Karth. Karth, you are one who walks with deities. Could you perform this? I don't want to wait another minute.
Kuroku's trying so hard not to crack up laughing.
Kobold looks up from picking the scabs on his new Lamashtu scar, and he's like, what? Oh, you guys want to get married? Yeah, I could do that.
That's his reaction. That sounds about right for Karth.
Polygamy is a big thing in his village, so he's not looking to Ko for his reaction because he figures this is expected.
Does he say that?
I don't think so.
Did Karth
I mean, he could.
Polygamy's a big thing.
No, that was just out of character context. You want to do it right here on the card, or should we stop and maybe go off?
I don't want to wait a moment longer.
Oh, right then.
Ko, you have been such a good friend, and you helped me when Setari and I were having rough times, and you were a good friend. Would you be my best man?
Setari slowly looks over, wide-eyed.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Karth
I want to
activates.
point out.
Gonna
I want
close
to point out that the comma after resurrection is unnecessary.
The what?
It wasn't
The
Keith.
comma
that said
after resurrection.
Yeah, that wasn't Keith that said that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh, that was Ko.
that. Also, that was a mistake.
I
But
just
yeah,
saw it.
Keith, that has been pointed out to you, so I hope.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I'll do better next time that Ko
Never
sends a
mind. My
message.
bad. I didn't mean to call. I meant to call Keith out because I know he'd be bothered by it.
Karth activates his ring of discretion to put on priest's robes and stands up in the cart, hits his head on the top if it's covered.
It is not covered.
Okay, good. I only know the words in Orcish. I can try translating, but it's gonna be.
I can translate for you.
Okay.
Our love knows no language.
I know many.
Alright, trust me, it goes a lot better when it does.
I will type this up.
No, they only need barks and growls.
That's a language? Of a sort?
Yes.
I mean, body language?
Oh, we are still going for a run after this.
Why would we run? I thought we would just make love.
Right here? With everyone?
With everyone. Oh, now that is how you celebrate a wedding.
I'm in.
Wow.
That's not what I thought, but whatever you like, my alpha.
You're what?
Oh,
Okay, sure, my beta.
And she's gone.
Well, oh well.
Okay, the next
Oh,
hour
that's
or
like
so
that.
is revelry as Karth weds Setari and so.
on the back of a moving
Wagon.
Back of a moving car.
Being pulled by a phantom steed.
It's so sad that heart bond can't be cast on yourself.
Well,
I understood that.
And then co-translates it to that.
Now you must exchange bodily fluids to seal the bond with the fluids. It could be-
Zoe leans forward to kiss you.
Kiss you. Yeah. Oh, kiss Karth? Oh.
Sorry. Who am I? I'm sorry.
You're
Who am I getting married to again?
Whose bodily fluids? I'm so confused.
Setari's.
Oh.
Wait. Hey, thanks for a second. Was there an orgy? No, I don't believe it. Well, no, it was up to the groom, but you're both female. It is up
Setari's
to the...
obviously the man in this relationship. She kind of like playfully elbows you.
Yeah, the tradition in my village, it was the more dominant individual that decided if they wanted an orgy or not.
Well, if it's up to Setari, I think we
I
all
feel
need
like I feel like Karth made that statement and then looked around nervously to see if anybody caught his lie.
Karth that was very much a JK unless.
No.
Testing the waters.
It has been far too long. I think we need a night together. Or a day. Or a lifetime.
It has been far too long since you had an orgy. I didn't think you were like that.
No, being with you.
Oh yes, it was like what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Look, she's just
Sure.
gonna be confused until you tell her, Setari.
She's halfway told her already.
I lean over to Ikrie and say, when I eventually meet and reunite and speak with my old flame, when I get married to her after meeting her for 5 seconds, I won't forget you as quickly as Setari forgot Ko.
Thanks, I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. And I nudge you with my elbow.
It's great. This doesn't... Well, it is bad. It's not quite as bad as most of the party things.
Hey, there's room for Zoe. She doesn't have to
Yeah,
just
that's,
hang on.
that's why Karth moved up.
She's just been like one hand holding onto the back with her body dragging on the ground.
Oh, I get it. So the people going stag are in the front and the couples are in the back.
No,
No,
it's just
Karth,
there's
there are
just
a couple.
I was gonna say, Coast freed now.
Ikrie, you're more of a city folk, I guess would be a good way of putting it. I remember when I passed through Rayholt, there was some party going on. It was called a swingers party. It sounded interesting. Do you know anything about that?
Oh yeah, that's when you and your partner go to a party and swap partners with other people.
Oh, do you get to pick who you want?
if you're lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're lucky.
Well, what if there's only one other couple?
Since there's not much
Well,
choice.
Would be with it's hypothetically, if you and Setari went, then one of them would be with Setari and you would be with the other one of them.
Zoe winks at you.
I just like stared at Blakely for a second and then turned to Kuroku.
Kuroku shrugs.
Kuroku is practicing his backstab and has no idea what's going on.
Probably, honestly.
That was the wedding music with bad backstab.
We can discuss it.
I'm sorry, this whole thing is new to me. I want some pups.
You know there's
Yeah.
tactics to that, right?
I was one of those once.
She
Well,
tilts her head.
I
and just
suppose.
stares at
I guess
Wouldn't you be a kid?
kit. Yeah, kit is a word you use in common, so yes.
it. And my kind generally hunts your kind, Kuroku. I'm not sure what would happen if the two were crossed, but I bet it would be adorable.
Well, the predator prey thing could be kinky.
I'm pretty sure that foxes and wolves are
Zoe
same
is
family.
now leaning
They-
towards
they're
you,
related.
Ikrie. What I don't understand. What do you mean?
Well, it's a power dynamic thing. So, like, you know, when you're making love, it could just be, you know, straightforward as equals, or one of you could be more dominant. And some people
Well,
like
you
it
mean
that
how
way.
like Setari does whatever I tell her to do, and I enjoy telling her to do.
Yeah, like that.
That's why I was surprised you were surprised when I called you my alpha.
My name is not Elfie.
No.
No, her name starts with a Z. That's the opposite letter from A.
Oh, I see.
I'm kidding, Setari.
Yes. So much has happened. I'm a little overwhelmed.
Zoe begins coughing.
Are you alright?
You see her hide her hand quickly. Oh, yes, dust from the road getting in my throat.
I'm well practiced with the medicines. Are you sure?
You should be careful. I hear there's a plague going around.
You already did this to me once.
I don't mind turning into a wolf and pulling the wagon, as long as Ikrie puts the bit in my mouth.
Why her?
I don't remember this Zoe.
This Zoe is different.
This Zoe is younger. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's probably what
Yeah, you barely met Zoe, the younger.
I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. She begins coughing again.
Look, it's alright. If you need my help, just ask.
Oh no, just some water would be nice.
I assume I have a water skin I can offer.
She cups her hands into a bowl in front of you as you pull up the water skin.
Okay. I thought we'd just share, but no. Pour a little in, sure.
She begins lapping it up with her tongue.
Ah. I just smile at that. I don't.
Oh, yes, Karth?
Oh, he's talking to
Here. She holds up the water that is cupped in her hand to you, Karth. Oh, you must have some dust in your throat, too.
Oh, no, I was about to practice something.
Oh, okay.
And he says this.
I thought you were gonna say he makes out with Ko.
I mean, they could.
Dang it! No, I can't. I can't use
Aw.
conversation anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, now I finally can.
I lean over to Ikrie. I was listening to what they were saying, but now I don't understand.
You don't speak Draconic? Interesting.
He just
I-
called
no.
his best friend.
I stand up. The outrage!
Sit down. We're on a wagon. You're gonna fall.
You're not my mother.
And then he falls out.
Well, what about when you asked me to call you? Oh, never mind.
Shut up! Kuroku sits down.
Oh,
Actually, that reminds me. I probably should send a message to my mother. I have the power to do that now. I don't know why I never thought of doing it.
goodness,
Didn't she like abandon you?
Both of my parents abandoned me shortly after I was born. As soon as I was old enough to fend for myself.
What would you say?
I don't know. Probably nothing. They never mattered to me, so I guess there's no point in me attempting. But I do have another mother I can contact.
Oh, one who bothered to raise you, I see.
Well, the family that took me in when they still thought I was a fox.
oh, they adopted
Oh,
a stray.
Kuroku holds out his left wrist, and there's a collar on it. You remember when we were in... I look at Zoe. and then look back. Remember when we were in that very hot place, and I said I needed to go back for a collar? This was
Yes.
the collar I wore when I was with that family when I was very young.
I knew it must have been important.
Yeah, I take it off and hand it to you. There's a bunch of moon runes on it. They gave me the name Naisho, and that is the name of my fox form. Well, the little one, not the big one. That's Kuroku.
Yes, you've gone by many names, it seems.
That is probably one of the only two things I'll actually inherit from my people. Each form has a different name, and this thing, I pull out the star orb. This is, well, this one wasn't my choice.
Oh my goodness. If I tried to name all of my forms now, that would take a while.
I do need to have, wait, I can't. I do need to learn how to turn into monsters. That would be good.
Not much of what I turn into would be considered a monster.
No. I want to be able to turn into like a cloaker or an Otiok or something.
Ah, yes, no. I'm much more natural.
I also fish out an arrowhead out of my pocket, and
You don't have that anymore?
it's gone.
You threw that away.
No.
I specifically remember you throwing that on the ground and being like, I'm done with this and never going back.
No. I threw it in anger, but I went back and picked it up.
He did say he went back to pick it up.
Okay, see, I don't recall that. But
No. I thought I had killed him. I didn't realize I had killed an agent of his, so I threw it in anger, but I went back and picked it up because on it is the names of the people that I need to prevent him from killing. And I'm going to study the names again. I need to send a message to these people as well.
Setari, do you speak Draconic?
Nope.
I don't either. There's a wall of runes.
Yep.
Ikrie gets to eavesdrop now.
I'm trying to read, but I have to keep scrolling up and they keep adding to it and it scrolls me down to the bottom.
They're being chatty.
Yeah. She's looking... Is she looking away then? Talking to them?
Yeah, she's talking to them, and then she just turns and she kind of nudges your arm. Setari, could you teach me what a table leg is all about?
Yeah, Kuroku cracks up laughing.
I have not experienced this yet myself. They talk about it quite often.
It
Yes, he
sounds
did.
interesting.
When would I have experienced it?
I'm pretty sure that was the night I was on the roof.
No, that
Well.
didn't happen.
That wasn't that night? Okay. No, you were in the room alone with Ikrie. I remember. No, I'm sorry. That was different.
Wait, what?
I was killing someone. Don't worry about it. Oh, you mean with them?
Setari, you and Ikrie?
Alright.
Before you two were married.
Literally everything
Real nice,
beyond an hour ago was before we were.
I know. Isn't it wonderful how marriage just erases all of your past transgressions?
Setari,
Yes.
what is this? You've been with Ikrie? Was this
Um,
before or after we were together?
Look, we were heavily
Yes.
drugged.
Technically,
That
it
is
was
true.
Very well.
both.
Are you ready for a long story, Zoe? I will tell you
Setari,
the whole
Setari,
truth.
Was this after we were together?
It was after we were separated.
We have not been. Yes or no? Stop being confusing.
Oh, trust
So
me,
you're really
this is...
going to have to
Who
listen to this whole
Who else?
story.
Who else
Yeah,
have
this
you
is-
been with? Next, you'll tell me you've also been with Kuroku.
Kuroku scratches his
Straight.
chin. I was like,
Joe's just gonna look straight ahead.
I don't remember. Wait.
You don't remember Kuroku.
Oh, what? Now you're offended? I'm trying to save your face, and you're the... Okay, never mind.
I have never been one to
And Ikrie
lie.
just puts her face in her hand.
It has been over a year since I saw you last, Zoe. Much has
it
changed.
feels like that. We've already discussed that.
No, like
No,
you really
it
have.
It has.
No, like, from our point of view, it has been that long.
She turns to Ko and says something in a language that Setari doesn't understand.
Karth just kind of mutters aloud in common. I wonder if I tried to commune with Lamashtu to ask her what the hammer problem is, would she answer?
Best not risk it.
Yeah, she is a chaotic evil deity.
Some people thought she was neutral evil. Whatever. Yeah, she's bad news.
He turns to you. Explain.
Alright. So, I seem very different, and that's for a reason. I am still the same elven girl you fell in love with, met. But a year has passed since I last saw you, but that was in a whole nother timeline. When I found you again in...
That really happens, Kuroku. There was I just changed the name of this thing of Shadow Demon that was seriously already here.
Oh, okay.
I look under the cart.
You,
I gotta lean
as
off
you're-
the cart and look. That's the only shadow that I would know that'd be near me.
As you're passing by some shadows in the trees, you see a shadow form moving. You hear that. All of you here coming from the woods, and now you see this like shadow form kind of meld and then go back up into the tree limbs. But you may continue now, Setari.
Yeah. So for me, what has happened is, previously I did fight Rordrik, and we did not succeed that time. My soul was lost for 48 years. I returned in hell, and when I came back, well, it had been 48 years since you had seen me. You had moved on. You were married. You had pups. You were the alpha of your pack. You had tried to put them towards the good ways, because the previous alpha tried to embrace the woven nature and was still doing evil, and you took over. You probably killed him in order to do so. And you told me to live on with my pack, to try and be happy, because your pack needed you. I never was with anyone until you told me to live on.
So you're not my Setari.
I am, but I have grown a little. I'm not quite the whimpering coward you may have known. No, I have changed a bit, I suppose.
She reaches for your hand.
I'll reach out towards her.
She
Yeah,
takes
take
your
that ring.
hand, and she turns your hand upside down and places her ring in the palm of you.
It's too
This
late.
is-
You're already married.
This is too much. I need some time to think about this. You are not the Setari I knew.
I understand that, but please, Zoe, don't make me wait long. I broke so terribly when you last left.
I need some time. I will find you. Hey, Shadow Demon, let's go hang out and make love.
As she leaves, I'll take a
No,
moment.
she hops off the wagon, and you see her hair beginning to form on her face and her shoulders as her muscles begin to bulge, and she goes into hybrid form and just starts running like really fast away into the trees.
That's fine. I'm not trying to catch her. So as she leaves, I step out.
You hear a very loud and almost angry sounding just howl in the distance.
Yep.
She's like screaming in frustration.
I step out. I go wolf form, and I give her a very sorrowful howl back as she leaves.
We all fall off the cart because you're huge size.
That's why I stepped off.
Oh. The cart flips over, sending everyone flying. About.
No, I use form control so it lasts for an hour and I'm only large. I probably should give her a roar of a tiger because she probably has no idea. Why is a wolf there now? And for the next hour,
She comes running back in wolf form. I heard your meeting call. I'm ready. Oh,
Hammer.
and for the next hour, I'm just walking beside in wolf
She
form.
was getting upset that you might have cheated on her.
I did not lie to her one bit.
hey, Setari's single again.
Yeah, you got a backup.
Yep.
That was the quickest marriage to divorce time I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I was at about an hour and a half. They didn't even get to do the honeymoon.
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, no, everything's fine.
They're there.
Rub some dirt on it, you'll be fine.
This has also happened in my village.
Well, after some more time passes, as in like 3 days, game is plentiful through these woods and these paths. You are able to provide for yourselves easily. Some of you, I think, are like at least expert in survival, aren't you?
Not me.
I don't think any of us are.
All of you are trained, so you're good.
Setari does have that coyote cloak, though.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. So you stay pretty well fed. But after about 3 days of traveling, it's beginning to get the night of the third night. You do hear wolves howling. At first, just from one direction, but then you realize it's from all directions, and they are getting closer.
Well, Zoe summoned the pack to kill us.
Can you understand that, Setari?
I assume I can understand some kind of emotion, but that's about it.
Oh, Matt.
No,
Yes.
I'm a good
Mr.
boy.
Yes, Kuroku. Good.
The night of the second day, because I would have had time to prep, I send a 3rd level dream message and a 4th level dream message. Actually, I'll just send 2 4th level dream messages. One of them to the dancing dragon, which I believe is the name.
That reminds me, I need to reply something to Hydra.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that later.
I'm sorry, Silver Crane is the name of it. So I send a message to the several members of the Silver Crane, and another one to my the family I once had. And we can discuss what I said later, because it's not important right now.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Philip.
You said 3 days, so we can rest for the night, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you can rest for the night. You can full hill because Setari's here.
True that.
Yeah.
You have a freaking druid that is a master of medicine. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the wolves get even closer until you start seeing some very thin and very hungry pack of wolves of about 20 wolves coming closer and closer, snarling and about to attack you. It takes all of you about 15 minutes of going back and forth in the camp doing battle before you were able to dispatch all of the level 1 wolves, with the only damage taken is Kuroku. Takes 4 points of damage because one does nip at his left leg.
Oh, she turned around before I could cast Remove Disease on her when she left. Son of a...
Kuroku, are you there?
I was literally standing up, and then I heard I took damage as I was taking my headset off.
Oh!
Ow!
That was a nasty bite!
I took 4 off you as well because I thought you were
Oh, okay, I'll fix it. I'll fix it when I get back.
And y'all fought off a bunch of wolves. There was no point in doing combat against level 1 wolves. But
Wait.
you did get randomly attacked on the roof.
The game has been plentiful to this point. Why would random wolves be after us?
Maybe their appetite goes beyond wild game.
I'm gonna take a little closer look at them. Do I sense any, like, disease on them that would have caused them to do this? Do I... Because something doesn't seem right there if you tell me.
That is a nature check. Too bad you are really good at that, apparently.
Yeah, I'm a druid.
Man, the investments are one of the best things you ever got.
I've still never used the other part of it, but yes.
Okay, well, you are able to discern that there is some form of disease infecting these wolves. You have been hunting and getting all kinds of creatures around this area, even literally just brought a doe down 30 minutes before these wolves attacked you that is disease-free. Give me a medicine check now that you have managed to isolate that there are some symptoms of a disease. Okay, with your medicine and nature combined, you are not able to discern what the disease is, but you are able to discern that there is some kind of disease that appears to only be affecting canines, or possibly even wolves specifically. And it is alarming that some of the wolves that y'all dispatched, a lot of them ran away once the pack got really thinned out. And as you were looking from wolf to wolf, you realize every one of these have it, and you do in the bushes hear a wolf coughing like it's trying to hex something up, and you go find it, and it tries to run from you, and the exertion of trying to run causes it to tumble on itself, where it begins like coughing and wheezing and gasping for air and dies from asphyxiation right in front of you as it is coughing up blood.
We have to find her. I knew it. She was looking away. I was reaching for my staff, but then... That's when I asked if she's looking away. I was just going to hit her with remove disease.
Whack on the back of the head. There, you feel better.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll track her and find her.
That was days ago, though. It'd take us forever to find the pass again.
I mean, we have to try.
Of course, of course.
Do you have something that can make us all move fast? Or?
I can make myself much faster.
Do you think Zoe had that disease?
She had something.
Is it possible she spread it to any of us?
It seems like this is only affecting the wolves.
Sure.
I have not... Have any of you been coughing? I haven't seen it.
Kuroku got bitten, slightly.
Well, if there's any disease, it usually takes a moment to onset. I probably won't be able to know until...
That was weird. Was that a glitch?
What?
It looked like the cart just shot forward.
Yeah.
You're moving faster.
Okay.
Also, for that message to Nora, I don't reply to it. I just leave it as is.
You go.
Mainly because I can't.
In 50 years, he's going to be like, oh, I really need to... Wait a minute.
Yep.
Which he already knew about it and knew where it was, so your message literally tells him no new information.
Except he can come find me if he needs help.
Whoa.
Did he know about it being from their blood?
Yes, he's the one who told you that.
Okay. Well, I don't know if he knew that 50 years ago.
Well, that's how he knew it.
Yeah, he knows now because I told him.
Yeah, you told him, and then 50 years in the future, he tells you.
He's like, whoa. Aw. Well, say we, get to tracking then.
You know, a lot of my old list has to do with Rayholt. We're going away from Rayholt.
She may well have come in contact with these wolves and been the cause. We can track where this pack came from.
I think it was a majority vote code.
Yeah, I know. I can't leave that Zankuthon cold again.
We won't leave them. We have much to fix.
Let's take care of the
Let's go
one.
find Zoe.
Yeah, the crisis closest to us.
You arrive at Stonebell a week and a half later.
Wait, what?
I thought we were going to track Zoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you double back 3 days.
Well, this pack may well have come in contact with her. I'm
Do
assuming
you
we
want me
start
to
by
just
following the
message her?
pack.
I mean, yeah, Ko could just cast sending to her.
I cast sending. Hey Zoe, come back. There may be a very dangerous disease that may kill you, and we can fix it.
Tell her we're going to Stoneville.
Meet us at Stoneville.
We're on the way.
I will make my way there, but I assure you I am okay. And then you hear a cough in your telepathy
I'll
magic.
do another sending.
I like how she mentally conjured the sound of a cough as one of her reply words.
No, I'll just. She said she'll meet us at Stoneville.
Alright. It's the best we can do.
Oof, you're at Stoneville. A week passed.
No, I won't deal with that right now. We can deal with that later.
I lost my Stoneville scene and I couldn't find it when I was looking this morning.
That
Dang.
sucks. Hey, Karth,
That means we're not getting into a fight there.
Hey, Ko.
how proficient are you with exercising ghosts?
When you get to Stoneville, you see that almost the entirety of the town is outside. There are streamers put up. There are some fireworks that are being exploded. There's a large tent and there's a big celebration and festival of some sort of people dancing and singing.
I feel so stupid because when you said stringers hung up, I imagined Rordrik and myself pinned to a wall.
Oh god! Wow!
We're tired of you streamers.
Not very good, Ko. I'm more healing and buffing. I think Kuroku, that'd be up Kuroku's alley.
I'm already looking at you, Wade.
No, it's
Yes,
more of a
ghosts.
religion thing.
Ah,
I'll just need you to exercise one ghost that may cause some emotional trauma to you.
to
Oh,
me?
Yeah.
Oh.
speaking of ghosts, I finished my list. I'm sorry, my wrist. Of things that I want to do. So, do you mind if I announce some of these things so that we can maybe spark some ideas for things that you all might need to do as well?
Karth
Well,
is staring at your wrist. Sure, go ahead.
from his kimono on his wrist, he produces a paper that he's been writing on.
Oh, a list.
Okay, we need to remove the Shield of Yerendor. I actually did write that one down.
Yeah,
I'm
I
down for
also have that on my list
Little
about not joining the
vandalism.
shield.
Yeah, let's do it.
Doors are overrated.
Starry just shakes her head.
Okay,
Whatever.
we need to kill Onkao.
That's
Yes.
lower on my list. I need to kill the Zankuthan cult.
I need to steal.
Santa's on his list.
I need to steal something, some stuff from the royal palace, and don't worry about that one.
Yeah, the gem.
Of course.
I need to disintegrate
Yeah.
that.
We need to go see a boxing match to see Tommy in his prime.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Oh
I
yeah.
also want to, give him some life advice on how
Sure.
to deal with being outside his prime.
Whisper is a child living on the streets of Rayholt at this point. I would like to find him.
Beat him up?
No, he's
Set him
a
right?
child. No, help him.
Oh. Oh,
See, speak to my family. Speak to my family. We need to. There is a genie in hell that needs to be rescued.
Oh yeah.
No, he doesn't. No. No.
What's wrong with this genie?
What do you mean?
He left us in hell and destroyed the painting.
He still needs to be
Well,
rescued.
let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
We need to rescue the Dryads, which is part of the reason I need to rob the king's estate.
We're not opening that tomb back up.
Why not? We
You want to leave all of those souls to suffer?
I'd also
mean,
prefer that
Even
tomb just
Setari
stay
thinks we
sealed
need
forever.
to do it.
I mean, we are much more powerful now. I feel like we're aptly prepared to deal with these things.
I've got several things I need to do in G-Con. Well, I don't need to do, but I would like to do now that I have the opportunity. Here's a pretty big one on my list. We need to ignore Rin.
What? Why?
That should be outside the scope of time and should already be done.
No. I don't know. But if Ren comes calling, we can ignore Ren. We should.
Find someone else.
In this timeline, we have not told Laren that eating people is wrong.
Oh yeah, we do need to.
Yeah, okay, I'll add that to my list too.
We have some cultists in the sewers, which I believe was already something you wanted to do. Cool.
Yes.
Yes, I need dealing with.
We need to go to locks. We need to find the dragon in the Whispering Woods and deal with that, Setari.
Yes.
The plague in Rayholt, the curse in the spine, Karth. I'm sure that's something we need to work on to help your people.
Oh, that's right. I need to talk to Land too.
And something that I thought of last night, although we haven't tried it for some reason, in this timeline, Kara's painting and ashes are still in the mansion.
They should be.
Yes.
Because the genie never touched them. So do we want to go look real quick?
Also concerning the mansion is Felicia's ghost.
Oh.
Yes, that is
That.
true.
Yes.
We haven't opened the mansion, but we are in a... I believe we are in a period before we fought the Hounds of Tindaros. So we might have to fight them again? I don't remember.
They were after Mason. If we no longer have a link to him,
That's true.
Yeah, but it would be all over us right now.
Well, there's the thing. This mansion was not the property of Mason. It was the property of some other wizard, was it not?
then yes, they came
yes.
to us looking for Mason.
Oh, well then, yeah, we should be fine to sleep in the mansion again.
Well, aside from the ghost and the, all sorts of terrible things that'll
Is-
start happening at some
is
The
point.
whole reality collapsing.
Is
bit.
that the is that the ghost that you wanted to exercise?
Yes.
I think I can do that. I'm unsure. I can try.
We'll see. Perhaps Karth's expertise on religion will help us as well.
This is a really long list.
Well, this is just the things that I can think of.
We also need to go to that one mansion and destroy that shrine underneath it.
Wait a minute. Yes, that's
Oh,
true.
that's on
We
the
need to go to the mansion. But Setari, maybe we should just read your journal and see all the things that we have done, and then we will know what is missing.
Sure, it's open to all of you. I've got 15 things on my list.
I have 1, 2.
Did I add anything to it in my description?
I didn't. I had forgotten about the mansion. I wanted to forget about that place.
No, we need to deal with that.
I have 27 things on mine, but some of these are not.
Karth's looking over Ko's shoulder. I only have 10.
Yeah, some of these aren't exactly for the party.
Oh.
Folds up his list and hides it.
Yes, I have 20, but
Well, I
4
got
of
to
them are
10
not about
and
me.
I got to 10 and then I started drawing a picture of Ikrie cutting off my head.